Bookies. Today we're going to be going over some books I recommend that you grab for Black Friday. So let's get started. So whether you love books or you're trying to find books for someone in your life, I have a stack of books. I think they all came out this year. This year or close to this year. I don't remember. Look, I did this list like a couple of hours ago. I've since slept. Anyways, I got a couple of books that have recently came out. A lot of them from, I guess, this year. But if you're looking for books that I would recommend that you get them, something that is really good, really creative, really thought-provoking, stuff like that, here's going to be a very short list for you. This list is just going to contain one adult book, but mostly YA and some middle grade books. I don't really read that much adult. Actually, there's two. There's two adult books. I don't read that much adult books. So sorry, but next year when I do this, I'll try to be more inclusive of that. My bad. But anyways, the first book that I'm going to recommend is Front Desk by Kelly Yang. This one is, I think there's 4 in the series now. I'm not sure if it's finished or not, but Kelly is an amazing middle grade writer, and she's one of the authors that have been affected by BNN's stupid new rules. So I just wanted to tack on it that if you see any authors that have been affected by the new rules at Barnes & Noble, where they're only going to stock like basically bestsellers and not like any mid-listers or anything like that, definitely go and grab those books from those authors. They're really good. There's a lot of political and a lot of luck involved in getting to the New York Times bestselling list. So a lot of books that I think, and like a lot of others think, deserve to be on that list don't make it, and thus are not making it into the Barnes & Noble stores. Anyways, so definitely be on the eye for So definitely be on the lookout for those books. A lot of authors on Twitter sharing books like that, but you can also find articles and other stuff, maybe other YouTube videos that are talking about that. But yeah, search around. Definitely go and grab those from your local indie stores. Promote your indie stores. Or there's an indie bookstore online that you can go grab a lot of them from. Book Depository. The publisher's websites also sell books, etc., etc. But anyways, Front Desk is a middle grade little contemporary series, and this one has been challenged because this book is about this girl. Her parents are immigrants, and they all live at this motel. She manages the front desk, and they clean, but her parents also hide immigrants there, and a lot of people apparently have a stick up their butt about that. Anyways, but it is a super sweet series from what I've heard. I've grabbed the first book. I need to read it. I will sometime in the future, but I'm very excited to read this, and I've heard nothing but praise about this series, so definitely go and check this series out. I also want to recommend The Lords of Night by J.C. Cervantes. If you're a fan of the Riordan universe, or if you're a fan of J.C. Cervantes' work, especially her Stormrunner series, I think this is going to coincide with that series. But anyways, this book series, this new book series, is about this 14-year-old girl. Her name is Renata Santiago, and she's the most powerful god born of them all, a bruja with the ability to manipulate shadows and a magical rope that controls time. But when she receives an email about an alien sighting, she thinks that it could mean the Cinco, the 5 renegade godborns, are up to no good. So then she finds herself in a quest to find and prevent these troublemakers. It seems like it's going to be really good. I am going to read it really soon, so I will give you more details about that in upcoming vlogs, but definitely put this on your list because J.C. Cervantes can write. She is a marvelous writer. Still sticking in the Rick Riordan Presents universe, we have the Aru Shah series. So the 4th book just came out this year, earlier in the year, so definitely this is the time if you're looking to buy the whole quartet. No, it's 5 books. No, it's 5 books. It's 5 books. Whatever that's called. Quintet? Quintet? I don't know. If you're looking to buy the whole series for one go for your middle grade reader, whoever they are, this is a perfect opportunity. I don't know if they're all in a box set yet or not, but they all should be readily available since the last one just came out. Definitely go and buy them. Aru Shah is about this girl. She is Indian and she lives with her mother in the museum that they run together in Atlanta. Her father is out of the picture, but when she goes exploring through the museum and accidentally opens an artifact, she unleashes her father, who is an Indian god. And he's up to no good. He starts causing havoc, all of this other stuff. She finds out that she is one of the Pandavas, and it's a wonderful journey. It is wrote by Roshani Chokshi, and Roshani is an amazing writer as well. I absolutely love their work. And always recommend them. Definitely, if you're going to take any advice from me, grab this book. Another one in the Rick Riordan Presents universe, the first in a new series that is coming out, the first one that just came out, the whole rest of the series coming out later. It is Serwa Boateng's Guide to Vampire Hunting. This is going to combine a lot of African mythology, and I'm very excited to read it. I absolutely love Roseanne A. Brown's work, so I know that this one is going to be a hit. Definitely check this one out if you're looking for more in the Rick Riordan universe. If you're looking for something to prepare any young ones or any old ones, whoever is excited about the Percy Jackson TV series that's coming out in February. If you're wanting to get the box set or anything like that, now is the time. It's coming out in February. This is going to be plenty of time for them to go through at least the first 5 books. The first season is going to go over the events of the first book, and each season, I believe, is going to be a book. So if you're looking to do a book club, join a book club, read the books before it comes out, now's the time to get it. I'm telling you right now, now's the time to get it. When that series comes out on Disney Plus, it's going to be very popular, and the books are going to start flying off the shelves like hotcakes. Get it now. Get it now. Especially the new Greek mythology spines, like the ones with the statues on them. Those are the ones that I'm trying to find a box set of, or at least all 5 of them. I can't wait to buy it because they look absolutely gorgeous. But also, I've not read anything past book 2 of Percy Jackson. So if there's a book club for Percy Jackson, let me know because I really want to join and read the whole thing. Alright, and the last middle grade books that I'm going to recommend for this is Amira and Hazma. This one, the sequel, just came out. I'm not sure if there's going to be a third one. It kind of led into a third one. I hope that there is. These are by Samira Ahmed, and if you've been on my channel for any length of time, you know I love Samira Ahmed books. I love her writing. But this is a great series. It feels a lot like Percy Jackson. So if you're into that vibe, this is going to be a great series for you to get. I also don't review a lot of children's books, so I have only one little children's book that I want to recommend, but it's so adorable, and I've seen it get a good bit of traction on TikTok, and I just wanted to highlight it real quick. It is That's Not My Name, which is perfect for little ones that are about to start school, maybe going to school next year or already in school, because it goes over the importance of names and the importance of pronouncing names correctly. Our main character in this, her name is Mirha. Mira is a miracle, ha as in haha. And when she goes to school for her first day ever, the teacher is not able to pronounce her name correctly, doesn't ask her, and just makes up a pronunciation. A lot of the other kids do too. A little boy approaches her and is like, I can't pronounce your name, so how about if I call you this name instead? The book does really well to simplify why that is not okay and why it is very important to learn names correctly, because names hold importance and names hold power, and names are very important to people who hold them. My name is Paige, and I wouldn't want anyone calling me Patricia or Rebecca or anything like that. I don't know those names. Those are not my names. So if you feel the same, if you wouldn't want anyone to call you like Stanley or Hayes or Ethan or whatever, unless that is your name, you might want that. But if you don't want people calling you by the wrong names, you know, learn how to pronounce people's names correctly. Ask them, learn it, commit to it. That's what this book is about. Very great book. Recommend for those starting school. And then I have a lot of YA books. a lot. Alright, anyways, we have A Magic Seed to Poison. This one came out earlier this year, and the sequel just came out a couple months ago. I would recommend getting them both, especially if the person that you're buying for is looking for something that is in the Asian literacy line, or something that is very magical, a la like Spin to Dawn or anything like that. This one is very, very fantasy, and it's wrote by an Asian author. Highly recommend this book and the whole series. This one I believe came out sometime last year or early this year, but it is Hall of Fires by Samira Ahmed. Again, she makes the list because I love Samira Ahmed's books. Love them. This one I talked a lot about. Basically, it is a murder mystery thriller, and it talks a lot about Islamophobia and stuff like that. If you're looking to buy a book that is along the thriller lines, murder mystery, something that talks about societal issues and stuff like that, this is going to be the book that you're going to want to pick up for that person. Another thriller murder mystery book, but this one is historical setting. The Killing Code. This is also LGBT, so if you're looking for something along those lines, something that's set in historical fiction realm, this is going to be your book. The book revolves around our main character, who is alive during World War II. She lies about her identity and gets a job as a code breaker for the U.S. military. And she's living her best life until murders start to happen on the base. So it's up to her and her friends to figure out what is going on and who is causing this. It is so good. I recommend this. If you're looking for something that is a huge hit and the sequel is coming out, or has come out, I don't know when I'm posting this video, in November at some point, Legendborn, the sequel Bloodmarked, is coming out this month. I would suggest you buy them both, especially if you know someone that's really going to like the fantasy vibes of it and how it talks about racism and stuff like that. It is a very powerful book. Legendborn is absolutely amazing. It is a King author retelling, and the second book is going to follow along those same vibes. So definitely check it out. Go grab a copy and grab the sequel. Another LGBTQ wreck, and this one a prequel. They both die at the end. The prequel, the first to die at the end, just came out last month, so this is the perfect time to buy both of them. This is a really, really good and moving series. This one, the first one, I guess technically not the first one anymore, the first one published, follows, it's told in multi-POV. It follows these two boys. They live in a time where there is an app that can accurately tell you when you are going to die. So like the time and everything like that. So this app also has like a big community around it. When people find out that they are going to die that day, they make last preparations, and a lot of the big common thing about it is that people find death buddies, people that are going to die on the same day or about the same time, and they do like a lot of last day stuff together. So this follows two boys who find out that they're going to die that day, and they decide to team up and do last final hurrah. Spoilers, they both die at the end, but you really root for them not to. It is so moving. It made me cry. I listened to an audiobook and I wept so hard in the parking lot of my old workplace, for various reasons, but mostly for this book. If you've read Roots and you're wanting something that feels like it, but you're looking for something along like that has prose in it, The Door of No Return is a great book that is going to hit all of those. It follows our main character who is living in what will be Guyana, but it's called something else at this point before they changed the name to Guyana. And it's 1860. They're living their life, and as you can probably assume by the timeline, they are kidnapped and human trafficked and just sold into slavery, all that stuff. It's very moving, and again, all in prose, so if you're looking for something that's told completely in prose, this is going to be the book for you. If you're looking for something along the Hunger Games vibes, the Sunbearer Trials just came out last month by Aiden Thomas. This is a highly anticipated new series, and I can't wait to dive in. I'm trying to go in completely blind, so I don't know a lot about it off the top of my head, but I will be reading it eventually. Keep an eye on the reading vlogs, but if you're looking for something that I know has Hunger Game vibes in it, dystopian, stuff like that, like competition, like, I'm going to suggest that one. Something else along the dystopian vibes, Gleanings, which is the stories of the Ark of the Scythe, just came out, and I think it's book 4 in the Ark of the Scythe series. So if you're into Ark of the Scythe, or if you know someone that is going to be into that, this is a dystopian world set where no one dies. Like, they don't age out or anything like that. They're kind of immortal. The only people that can really kill people are these people called scythes, who go around and they judge people and they decide who they're going to die or not. It goes a lot into morality and stuff like that. It's very, very interesting. So if you're into that, or if you're looking for a book series for someone that's into that kind of stuff, the Ark of the Scythe series is great. Again, this is Gleanings, the one that just came out, is short stories told from that universe. If you have someone that is a zombie lover, The Undead Truth of Us came out this year. I recommend it. It's so good, so moving. I've yet to like complete my read of it, but from what I've read of it, I absolutely am in love with it, and I can't wait to finish it. It's so good. Like, all the zombie vibes, but also like a lot of like sad vibes. Sad zombie vibes? I don't know. Anyways, definitely check that one out. If you are feeling the Stranger Things itch, and sad that you have watched all of them up to date and you're waiting for season 5, or you know someone that is a Stranger Things nerd, Dead Flip is going to be the book for you. It just came out middle of this year, and basically a character goes missing at an arcade, and years later they are found again. So it has like, it kind of has like Jumanji, but Stranger Things vibes. 80s set, I think 80s set, 80s or 90s set. But anyways, I recommend that. It's going to be so good. And the last set of books that I'm going to recommend are some adult books. I have Lizzie Blake's Best Mistake by Maisie Eddings. If you're looking for, or if you are looking for someone that really likes contemporary romances, this is going to be it. Like, this is the creme de la creme. This is an amazing, amazing book. I absolutely love Maisie Eddings' writing. She also wrote Brush with Love. You could buy both of them. The third one is going to come out sometime next year. I think maybe early next year. So this is a perfect time to read both of them. But this is an accidental pregnancy trope, one bed trope book, if you're looking for specific tropes. If you're looking for something that is fantasy, adult fantasy, Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lynn Tan. This one came out early this year. The sequel came out this month. So if you're looking to buy both of them and you have someone that is an adult fantasy reader, I'm going to recommend both of them. This is so good. So good. The world building is immaculate. It follows our main character who was living with the Moon Goddess, aka their mom, and they weren't supposed to be alive, really. So when they are kind of found out, she escapes, and it's her journey to figure out why her mother is being punished, what is going on, and how can I fix it. And there's also like a big love triangle in it. Really, really good. Highly recommend. And then if you're looking for something that is like super adult, I know that's not a term, but it's very adult, and by a phenomenal writer, Babel. Babel just came out, and I've not yet read it, but it's basically about this boy who is adopted and taken to study at this huge tower in London known as Babel, where he learns language. It goes a lot into colonization, how language is a tool of an empire, stuff like that. It is a in-depth study, but also a marvelous book from all the reviews that I've seen. I cannot wait to read it. I highly recommend it to you. So yeah, that was quite a few. I didn't realize how big that list was that I made. Recs that I have. If you're going to be looking for books to buy for Black Friday, definitely check out all of those. And as I mentioned earlier, a lot, be on the lookout for authors that are talking about how their books are not going to be stocked at Barnes & Noble, and check those out as well. And also indie authors. Like, just go out and explore books. There are thousands of books for every type of person. Like, there is something out there for everyone in your life. So definitely go and take a look. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye.